YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with our mid-season playoff predictions. I'm your host, Riz. I already did my playoff predictions, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I'm here with Junior and Pigskin. In this one video, we're going to go through all of their playoff predictions here at mid-season. Can't wait. Right before we get started, we actually have extra content available on our Patreon, patreon.com/thegoathouse. I update my playoff predictions on there every single week. And then the score predictions by Junior are updated every week on there. You get my score predictions on YouTube, Junior's on Patreon, and I update my 2020 NFL mock drafts every single week. You get all that part of one package deal. You get a lot there.
That's last year's Pick'em champion, Junior. Too.
Yeah, Junior's last year's Pick'em champion, whatever. We're tied right now, though. 40K is our subscriber goal. Get us there. We'd appreciate it very much. We're trying to get there by 2020. Full NFL content during the week. We got recaps, power rankings, predictions, all kinds of great action. Click that like button. Check us out on Twitter. So we're going to go back and forth between Pigskin and Junior. Let's start with Pigskin, his AFC. Coming in at the 1 seed, he's got big surprise here. You got the New England Patriots. What do you got?
Best defense in the NFL so far. Offense is going to get it going. They got Sanu. They got N'Keal Harry coming back. And they have a pretty easy division.
Muhammad Sanu.
I say, come on, Sanu. The Chiefs are your 2 seed.
Yeah, everyone's counting the Chiefs out, but like beginning of the year, we were talking about how it's going to be just Patriots, Chiefs, lock it up for AFC Championship. And I think with Mahomes coming back healthy, I think they'll get on a roll.
You're taking that to the bank?
I'm taking that to the bank.
Okay.
You're on a roll already. 3 seeds, the Ravens.
Yeah, I just think they're dynamic on offense, tough to stop. And then defense hasn't been playing the best, but I think with Marcus Peters in the mix now, they have a pretty good trio of corners there.
And then your 4 seed is the Texans win the AFC South.
Yeah, I pay a lot of attention to the AFC South since my team's in that division, but I was looking at point differentials, and the Colts have actually the worst point differential in that whole division. So, and I like the Texans. I like Deshaun Watson. I think I've bashed him in the past, but I think he's having a really good year. So
that point differential is something that catches up with you. We'll see if it happens there. The 5 seed and the 6 seed. So we got 2 wild cards. Who's gonna squeeze in there? 5 seed, you got the Colts.
That's what I was talking bad about them. I have the Colts. Still a good team, really well coached. I just think they're just balanced all around. Like they don't have any weaknesses. So got them taking a wild card spot.
And who's gonna squeeze into the 6? The Bills.
I mean, they're already off to a hot start. They have a soft schedule. It's pretty much why
they're squeezing in.
Good defense, though.
All right. Maybe is there a team that just missed out, or maybe you didn't have that team? Did you have a team that maybe just missed out?
I don't know. I thought this was pretty straightforward. I mean, I know a lot of my Titans fans out there are gonna be disappointed.
You let them down.
I just don't have faith, really. But we'll see. Anything can happen. But I didn't really have anyone that was. I mean, maybe the Browns, because their schedule. I didn't realize how
they
easy
have a
their
good
schedule.
path.
Yeah, their schedule seems pretty easy to finish up. Maybe they could get hot finally, but I don't know. I really didn't see many other teams.
All right, we will come back to Pigskin's AFC playoffs. Don't worry, we're predicting.
AFC.
Yeah, we're predicting each round of the playoffs. But first, Junior's AFC, the 1 seed, nothing different.
Nothing different, for obvious reasons.
Then your 2 seed, you got the Ravens. So a little different.
I got the Ravens. Big fan of the offense and what they do, and I just think that they are so hard to game plan for other teams, and they're gonna get rolling and they're gonna keep rolling. With the Chiefs banged up, kind of helps their. I guess they had this little window where they can gain on them and get up to this 2 seed.
3 seeds, the Texans.
I got the Texans here. I'm like Pete said. Deshaun Watson's having a heck of a year, and this division, like right now, anybody could win it. It's the last place if they win. Like it's so close. It's so close, but this is the best offense in that division, and that's why I have them winning the division.
Interesting. Yeah, both you had the Texans winning the AFC South. I had the Colts, but that should be a good battle. They don't have J.J. Watt anymore over there, though, rest of the season. We'll see if that hurts them. 4 seeds, the Chiefs. So Pete had them at 2. You got them at 4.
Well, when they're going to come back, like Pete said, they're going to get rolling. I just don't necessarily think they're going to get rolling as fast as Pete would have them rolling.
They do have a loss to the Texans, too.
Right, and they have, you got even when Mahomes is back, you got to play it safe because you need him in the playoffs. You got to play it safe, and the play
I just
calling is going to
think,
be very conservative.
Like you said, I think the AFC South is pretty good division, so I think
It's wide open.
and they all have pretty tough schedules, so I think that's why they're going to finish on like the lower end of wins. That's why they're going to finish kind of that 3-4 spot.
Yeah. I think for me, 2 through 4 is very interchangeable.
Yeah.
Very interchangeable.
Your 5 seeds, the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills, when Pete was talking, soft schedule. They got off to a hot start, good defense, but they got a soft schedule. And
They'll just coast right into the playoffs.
yeah,
Make their way
right on
there.
in.
And you might shock some people with this one. You got the Tennessee Titans in the
wow.
6th seed.
Like I said, Texans have the best offense. So I went with the best offense in that division and the best defense in that division. Because defense is what wins in the playoffs. Or if you
They
have an
gotta make it
offense like
there.
the Chiefs. What?
I said they got to make it there.
You got to make it there.
Yeah.
They're rolling with Tannehill right now. That kind of rejuvenated the team almost, it seems like. I don't know. I got confidence. I don't have confidence in the Colts. They're hit or miss every single week. They'll lose games we think they're going to win. They'll win games we think they're going to lose. It's just a team that's that inconsistent for me. I can't have them make it. Just doesn't make sense.
Were
Now
they
the
close? Did they get strong consideration? Who was the next team that just missed?
It would have to be the Colts out of that division, just because that division is so tight. I think those 3 teams it's interchangeable.
So
but
no consideration for the Jags? What if Nick Foles comes back, makes some big plays, gets them a couple wins?
The Jags are better right now if they keep Minshewing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to come back to see who wins and makes it to the AFC Championship from Juniors AFC. We're going to do that for Pigskin, too. First, we got to see who makes the playoffs for Pigskin out of the NFC. A deep conference here in the NFL.
This one was a lot tougher.
A lot tougher?
Yeah.
All right, so your 1 seed was the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're just the best team in the NFC right now. I know Niners fans won't be happy about that, but I thought they lost a tough one in the beginning of the year that they probably wish they had back. They didn't play their best game, but
Game that Drew Brees got hurt, too.
yeah, and they had that fumble, that whole thing, and then the game just swung the Rams' way. But yeah, I just think they're a pretty complete team. So
2 seeds, the Niners.
yeah, I mean they got off to a hot start. I mean, I don't think there's any way they can also start tumbling down. I think they're kind of locked. I think they're kind of locked in the playoffs already.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think I got to look at the rest of their schedule. Really. I haven't really got to look that far, but really good defense and their offense. I mean, Garoppolo could just manage the game. They should be fine.
3 seeds, the Packers.
Yep. I don't know what to say for these teams here. I know the AFC well. I don't know the NFC that well. I just think the Packers. I don't know. I think LaFleur actually. I was kind of doubting him in the beginning of the year, but I think he's actually got it figured out over there. I think he has. I mean, the quarterback that he wanted to have, not in Tennessee, but the quarterback he wanted to have, and can run his system. So I have a lot of confidence in them.
4 seed, you got the Dallas Cowboys winning the NFC East.
Yeah, that was a tough one, I think, because I had the Eagles winning beginning of the year, and I think it's going to come down towards the end of the season. But I just have more faith in the Cowboys right now from what I've seen.
All right. Do the Eagles get in as a wild card, though? We'll see. You got the Vikings at 5.
Yeah, I think they'll easily make it in as the 5. I mean, I think them and the Packers will have pretty high wins by the end of the season. At least 10. Could see them have 11 or 12 as well.
And then the 6th seed is going to be the Seahawks.
Yeah, I just going to have Russell Wilson in there. I think he's strongly considered for MVP so far, and I think he's finally got some pretty good weapons. They just picked up Josh Gordon too. Metcalf's been balling out. Lockett's been a beast as well. So, and they always have a good defense over there. So,
Who just missed out? Anybody else you strongly consider? Or are you
yeah,
pretty firm?
The Rams were strong consideration. I feel like they could turn it on here at the end of the year. I was also thinking the Panthers possibly too. Pretty good team, and again the Eagles too. I thought it was tough to hold them out of there, but I think any of those 3 could get in there still.
All right, it's time for Juniors NFC.
Let's go.
The 1 seed, a little bit different here. You got the Green Bay Packers.
I got the
1 seed.
Packers. Like Pete said, what they're doing over there is, I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I thought LaFleur was going to struggle coming into Green Bay, first head coaching job, but he has his quarterback, he has his system, and it's working. and their offense is just as good as their offensive has been. Their defense is like, for everyone, has been shockingly good. Nobody thought they were going to be as good as they are, and the defense doesn't have to be outstanding with Rodgers as their quarterback because he's playing at debatably an MVP level. So let's go to number dos.
Number 2 is the
Got
Niners.
I don't see them skidding. They're gonna have, like Pete said, playoffs are locked up, but I have them. They're gonna continue to roll a little bit.
3's the Saints.
Saints, they're dangerous. They're very dangerous.
But why not 1 or 2?
Why not 1 or 2? Because I just like the Packers in terms of what they got going on both sides of the ball more than the Saints. I just think they're more dynamic. And obviously the Niners, they're undefeated right now. If all they got to do is keep winning, and I think they're gonna coast into the 2 seed, honestly.
All right, we're going to see who you got winning the NFC East. Pete had the Cowboys. You also got the Cowboys.
Yeah. I was torn between this and the Eagles. I just didn't know. But ultimately, I had to go with the Cowboys. The Eagles just scare me. They scare me week to week.
Coming at 5 is the Vikings.
Got the Vikings. I think that the NFC North is, as of right now, it's really competitive between those two, Packers and Vikings. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle for that division, and I'm excited to see it.
And the 6 seed's the Rams, so stay in the NFC West like Pete, but it's a different team.
Mm-hmm. I was torn between the Seahawks. I was torn between, I guess the Panthers too could get in there, but I just had to go with the team with playoff experience and the team that was there last year. They have to turn it around here. They got the experience. They know what it takes. That's why I'm putting them here over the Seahawks and the other teams.
All right, we got their playoff teams set. We're going to go round by round until we're to the Super Bowl. Let's recap Pete's AFC teams. See them 1 through 6 right there. In the wild card round, this is what Pigskin has. You have the 3 seed Ravens over the 6 seed Bills and the 4 seed Texans over the 5 seed Colts, so no upsets there. The Bills and the Colts are eliminated. What do you have to say for yourself there?
We talked about the Bills. I mean, they're a solid team, but I think they just kind of get in the playoffs based on how they played the first half and how easy their schedule was. So, and I like the Ravens a lot. We talked about them too. I think they're just a dynamic team. I think their defense will start picking it up too when it matters in the postseason. And then Texans Colts, that would be a really good game, but I just went with the home team there. And Texans are a tough team to play at home. Like
the Colts took them down last year in this situation.
They actually did, yeah. Texans have a pretty loud stadium, but I just think they have. Colts don't have Andrew Luck over there, and I don't know. I just think the Texans a little bit different this year. I think they're more dynamic on offense with
offense line getting a little better.
That's better, but I think they just have better weapons too. They'll have Hopkins, Fuller, and Kenny Stills.
All right, now we're going to your divisional rounds. Who gets eliminated? Oh, you see the 3 and 4 get eliminated. Patriots over Texans.
That's what I said already.
Chiefs and Ravens.
At the beginning of the year, everyone was like, Patriots, Chiefs, lock it in. Then everyone's getting away from it just because the Chiefs have been kind of on the
beat up side.
They're beat up over there. But don't worry, they'll get healthy. They'll turn around. They'll be back, and they'll be dominant like they were before. I think that'll be a fun game to watch, though, if it ends up happening. Chiefs and Ravens would be a good playoff game to watch. And then, Patriots, I think, are just a better team. Well, they're definitely better coached than the Texans. So
now we're going to see your AFC Championship, and you got the Patriots over the Chiefs, 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, pretty boring here.
Seen this one before.
Yeah, pretty boring. This is last year's exactly.
If you think this is boring, mine's going to be even more boring.
Really? So we'll circle back. Pete's got the Patriots going to the Super Bowl. Let's see what Junior's got for the AFC to recap. There is his seeds. And it's not too boring, actually. You got some interesting things happening here. Yeah. The Titans, the 6 seed, upset their division rival in the AFC South, the 3 seed. And the Chiefs over the Bills.
I could explain.
All right, explain yourself.
Well, what did I just say about that division?
Offense versus defense.
This is offense versus defense right here. And in the playoffs, defense wins. Defense wins ball games. And that's why they have this hope. They have this hope. I like what Tannehill's doing. I don't know. I think they got better. I think Tannehill's honestly better than Mariota right now with what they're trying to do.
And then Chiefs over Bills. That's offense versus defense. Just
Yeah,
maybe
but-
too much offense.
Way too much offense.
All right. Okay. Divisional round. Do the Titans keep on going? No, they don't. Patriots over Titans.
Chiefs.
No.
And then Chiefs over Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
anything on that?
I got nothing.
Well, the Patriots got defense too, and they got more offense.
The Patriots are going to knock out the Titans again.
Again. 2 years ago.
You hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
And they got the Chiefs over the Ravens. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Who wins the AFC Championship? Oh, wow. I think I've seen this before.
I think
Where? This is unique.
This is new.
This is new. This is new material.
Patriots over Chiefs. Why?
Better team. Better team.
Better
Ingredients.
You forgot better pizza.
I said. Did I say not? Did I didn't say pizza?
you forgot pizza.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll allow it.
It's all right. I'll pay those.
All right. All right. So both Pigskin and Junior have the same AFC Championship, and both have the same team, the Patriots.
Wow,
going
we're good.
going to the Super Bowl.
We're connecting right now.
You guys very well could have the same exact Super Bowl. Let's see.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
To recap, Pigskin's NFC.
No way.
Saints, Niners, Packers, Cowboys, Vikings, Seahawks, wild card round. Let's do it.
Pete, you
Let's
didn't-
get weird.
you didn't do it.
Packers over Seahawks, 3 over 6. Vikings over Cowboys, that's 5 over 4. What do you got to say?
Yeah. Think that we'll start with the Vikings one. I think the Vikings are just a better team than the Cowboys. We'll get to see next week. They got
Next Sunday night.
next Sunday night.
On Sunday Night Football.
Be a good one.
Kirk in prime time.
But yeah, I've explained before that even though I have the Cowboys getting in over the Eagles, before I had the Eagles getting over them, just because of the coaching situations. I still don't believe in Jason Garrett, and I think he'll just be outcoached in this one. And I think the Vikings just have, again, I think they're just the better team and have more talent overall. The Packers, again, they're a surprise team. I think they're just gonna be too much for the Seahawks. But I think I think it would be like a high scoring game. But I think the Packers
An MVP duel.
Yeah, I think the Packers would just outscore them there.
All right. Divisional round. What do you got? You got the Saints over the Vikings, the
Pete.
Packers over the Niners.
Pete,
Is this the same? Oh
be
god.
careful what you're doing, Pete.
Yeah, Saints and the Vikings one was tough. It's just tough, but it's tough to play in New Orleans, so I had to go with the Saints.
They're getting
here.
them back for the miracle.
Yeah.
This is a little revenge game.
Yeah, I know, but didn't happen. And then, or no, it does happen.
It does
Sorry,
happen.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm not totally buying in with the Niners yet. Like, I mean, they'll make the playoffs, but let's see what they can do in the
They're
playoffs.
getting a little beat up already.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do.
And now to the NFC
Don't do it,
Championship.
Pete.
Saints versus Packers.
The two chosen ones here.
You got the Saints over the
I got
Packers.
The Saints winning it again. I had them in the beginning of the year winning my Super Bowl, so had to keep them in here. I still think they're a dominant team. I think they're the most complete team in the NFC, and again, home field advantage definitely helps. Definitely would not want to play in Lambeau in January,
But the Saints are a dome team.
but they're home.
Oh, they're the higher
You say he
seed.
doesn't
I
wanna
was
play in
thinking my
Lambeau.
seeds.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking my seeds.
So if you're
Okay.
keeping track of Pigskin, if you're a Pigskin fan at home and you're keeping track, he's got the Patriots and the Saints in the Super Bowl. We'll see who his Super Bowl pick is in just a bit. Junior, that's his NFC playoff seeding. Packers, Niners, Saints, Cowboys, Vikings, Rams. Let's see what he's got round by round. Round
Bam.
one. You got the Saints over the Rams. You got the same exact as Pigskin. Vikings over Cowboys.
Vikings over Cowboys, don't got to get into. Pete got into that. But I got the Saints versus the Rams, little rematch. But like I said,
From earlier this year and from last year's
Revenge.
playoffs. Revenge.
they're due.
They're due for the
If
revenge.
this game happens and they lose it, they're never coming back.
It's done.
They're done. They're never coming to the playoffs again. They're done. They're going to retire. Everybody's going to retire. They're done.
All right.
Forget it.
I'm going to write that
The
down.
franchise is done. Sell the team. Done. They can't get screwed 3 times. That's insane.
Okay.
But-
yeah.
I'm gonna literally contradict myself pretty soon here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Divisional rounds. He's got the Packers over the Vikings and the Saints over the Niners.
I want this Packers Viking game to happen. I like when division matchups happen in the playoffs.
What if
'cause
it happened in the NFC Championship?
it'd be intense.
I would have to wear a
intense.
diaper.
You would have to just put a TV in the bathroom. It's easier.
Yeah,
Just stay on.
that's
the
a good
toilet.
point.
That's a good
That's
point.
a
Why
good.
would you sit there and sit in it?
That's true.
That's disgusting.
I got plenty of time to get prepared, so
Okay, well, I'm taking obviously Green Bay Fudge Packers over the Vikings, and then I got the Saints over the Niners. I'm taking experience here when it comes to the Saints and Niners.
experience over muscle.
Sure, if Jimmy G's muscular to you, but I'm taking Drew Brees over Jimmy G. That's what it comes down to for me.
All right, so it looks like you guys have the same NFC Championship game.
And the AFC.
We
Championship.
already know you have the same AFC Championship game and outcome.
Oh no.
But the NFC Championship game's a little different
Yeah.
outcome. Same two teams, different outcome. You got the Packers
I
over
didn't
the
want to
Saints.
do it.
You didn't want to do it?
I didn't want to do it.
Oh,
As
but
a
you-
Bears fan, that's not something you want to do. But,
They are the
playing at a
chosen
different.
ones.
They're the chosen ones, and he's playing at a different level. And I
Who's he?
don't want to refer to him by name. Just he. You guys know who he is. Yeah, I can't say his name, but he is playing phenomenally. right
Pretty
now.
sure you already said his name during this video at some point.
Yeah, but this is more serious. This championship.
All right, Pigskin Super Bowl, Patriots Saints. Go ahead and break down the matchup, then give me your winner.
The matchup.
Well, just break your thoughts on the game. Like, what-
It'd be a good one.
It'd be-
Breeze
yeah.
versus Brady.
yeah.
Ooh.
Be a great one. But yeah, I mean, I think both teams are, like I already said a million times, both teams are really complete. Like there's not many holes on their team. I really think the Patriots, I mean, we already know their defense has been the best in the league so far, but really think the offense hasn't been, I don't think we've seen the best of their offense. I think it's just going to get better and better as the season goes on, as they get more and more players back and they build
But the Saints just got Breeze back.
chemistry. That's true.
Yeah, but he has a thumb.
As a thumb. That's why I like the Patriots a lot. And then the Saints over here. Yeah, they do have Breeze back. Not sure if he's like the same though. Not because of the thumb, but like just I think I'm seeing him decline a little bit with his play, which might affect him. I still think the team's good enough and he's good enough to get to the Super Bowl, but I think that's what's going to kind of separate the two teams here.
So you got the Pats,
Got the Pats winning.
winning the Super Bowl. Your preseason pick was the Saints winning the Super Bowl, so
Yeah,
you're
switched
switching a bit there.
Breeze just has to learn how to get to use that thumb. He should take notes from Dwight Howard.
Play a little Call of Duty maybe. Get
Take notes from Dwight Howard.
What?
oh, all right.
If you know, you know.
That Junior's Super Bowl prediction: Patriots, Packers. That'd be interesting.
This would be interesting.
Well, just
All
like
right.
Brady versus Breeze, Brady versus Rodgers would be something else here.
Yeah, Brady versus him would be pretty good.
Yeah.
But this would be a great game, and as much as it saddens me to say, I got the same as Pete. I got the Patriots.
Yeah, the
Patriots.
Patriots.
There.
Well, I don't have the Patriots win
Whoa.
the Super Bowl.
Who's winning your Super Bowl?
Well, you have to go watch the video.
I didn't watch your video.
I didn't watch it either.
Well, that's the first thing you're gonna do the second we're done recording here.
Okay.
My video was the most recent video before this.
Did you have the Vikings winning?
No, I didn't have the Vikings winning.
The Browns?
I had the Browns winning it all. Wait,
Browns going to the Super Bowl?
no. Both of you with the Patriots. Very interesting. We can always revisit this later in the year, and we're gonna have our.
Unless it's way off, we're not revisiting.
No, yeah, but we do picks every single week for every single game. We have score predictions as well. And once it gets to playoff time, we're gonna predict the playoffs. When the playoffs are set, we'll predict. Everybody will predict the whole playoffs, and we'll predict week by week. So
On playoffpredictors.com.
no, we'll just do it on the GoatHouse.com, thegoathouse.com. We got you covered. All kinds of action. We got more action on the Patreon, link in the description. Please subscribe. Trying to reach that 40K subscriber goal. We appreciate you very much if you subscribe. That's going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.